Hello, recording. My name is Ben.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Jenny Learns, and this week I'm joined by Ben, Tom and Abby. You will have seen all three of these people on the YouTube channel before. We hope you've had a brilliant week. Let us know you're here in the comments. This week we are going to be looking at ballet, which is something that is actually more difficult than it sounds, and it could be very, very funny. A little bit of backstory, I've been doing ballet for about 14 years. These guys have little or no experience here. We're going to be doing some bar exercises. I'm not going to speak in French because I don't know it. So I'm going to teach you first how to do some pliés. So get a chair.
I have a chair.
Stick it somewhere and stand with your feet in first. I've just realised I haven't shown you any of the feet positions. Okay, that's first. Second is when your feet are apart. I'm going the wrong way with the camera. There we are.
Ballet positions is the only part I remember. Everything else, no idea.
Yeah, me too.
Brilliant. Third is in the middle of your foot. So your heel of one foot will go into the middle of your foot, like that.
I'm doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
Fourth is
I feel like
similar
I
to
might fall
third.
over.
Similar to third, except with a gap in between. And fifth is where the heel of your front foot comes to the ball of your back foot, like that. So I'll quickly run through those again. So you've got first, second, third. Please don't fall over. Fourth and fifth. Oh, Tommy, you okay?
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah. You guys can't see my
Right.
feet. You don't know if I'm doing it. It's fine.
So we're going to start off by starting in first position, and then you're going to bring your arm gently to the front of you. Yeah, nice. And then bring it out to second. Plie is where you bend your knees. So your knees are going to go out to the side with your knees over your big toes and making sure that you're nice and turned out. We're not going to go very far. We're going to do a demi-plie, which is where you go until you feel like about here. Plie and up. And plie and up. But your posture needs to be straight back without bending over too far backwards, and keeping that as you bend and up. Cool.
Arm hurts.
Yes, your arm does ache for a while. When it's out in second for such a long time, or fifth or fourth or third, or whatever, it hurts. And now we're going to do something called a tendu. Is where you're literally just moving your leg in front of you. So tendu is where you literally just stick your leg out to the front. Point your foot
Wait, what position do we start in? This one?
first.
And then
Yeah, so straight
out
legs,
to the
straight
front.
legs.
And
You go
then
for your straight legs. Okay, so straight legs, yep. And then
Straight legs.
slide your foot along the floor into a nice point without bending the knee.
how the flip do you do that without bending your knee?
You move your toe, not your knee.
My toes don't move like that. But, like, I have to bend. Like, that's as far as the toe bends.
That's fine. If that's as far as your toe bends without bending your knee, then you bend your toe. And then back in.
So like this?
Oh, I need to go further back.
So basically, just point your toe. Point your toe on the
Pointing
floor.
my toe.
Point your toe.
Nearly fell over.
Brilliant. And then you do the same to the side. Point your toe. Except this time we're going to change positions. We're going to start in first.
My foot is cramping.
Brilliant. Move your toe out to the side.
Where should I?
Nice. Into third.
Into
Yeah,
the
good.
what? Which one's
Third.
again?
Middle of your foot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice. With your straight knees.
My straight knees.
And then out to the side again.
What?
Out to the side again.
With the same foot?
Yeah. And then bring this foot round so it's at the back in third. So like you
Ow.
did third that way.
I kicked the chair leg.
Oh, word.
Oh,
Like this?
a little bit, but yeah, close it first. So
What?
not into first. So if you have a look at my feet, they were there. I've then gone out to the side and in again.
Oh.
I tried doing that, but then something clicked. I think it was a knee.
Ow, that sounds painful. To the back. So it will look like that. And then
I think I'm doing it.
I think you're doing it as well, just about.
Yes.
Just make sure that you've got no weight on the back foot. You should be able to just lift up your back foot.
Ooh.
Oh. I keep kicking
Okay.
the chair.
Here's a neat little trick. Pull everything up. So your kneecaps and your tummy muscles, pull your shoulders back, and then it'll help you balance. If you've got everything squeezed and pulled up, you'll be able to do things. I'm wearing a leotard, leggings, tights, and a t-shirt, and I am like melting. Right.
I also am wearing a leotard.
This
Do we start spinning on our heads?
This is called a battement glisse, and I'm going to do it with 2 PKs, which basically means tapping the foot. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and in.
Oh. At what point during this process do we start leaping?
Keep hold of your chair. I'm just going to do it at an angle so you can see it. Out, 1, 2, and in.
Oh.
Brilliant.
tap,
How are you
yeah.
getting on, Abby?
I think I'm doing it.
How
No.
high does my leg need to go?
Not very high. Like 1 or 2
Definitely
centimeters
not
off the floor. Like
And
1
not up here.
and in. You should use the momentum of you pushing your foot out to launch your foot slightly, and then bounce it twice and in, without putting weight on it. So I get
Did
a
you
drink.
do what? Momentum? What momentum? I'm
Yeah.
doing it again.
Yeah, except with a bit more gracefulness.
Wow, a bit rude.
Rond de jambe, which basically means round with the leg.
Run de jambe.
Push your foot forwards, and then circle it round the back. This is where it pays to pull up with everything you've got, and then bring it back in.
At the back.
My leg doesn't twist like that.
Yeah, this isn't for humans, I don't think.
Out to the front, all the way around, and back in again. And then you can speed it up so that you're doing them like this fast.
Tipped over again.
But that is
Not bad.
difficult to keep up with counts, but it's fine.
How do you do it without moving the whole of your body? Forward,
Yeah,
spinny,
yeah, nice.
and then back.
That was really good. Well done.
Yes. Okay, and then spinny, and then.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, then just keep moving it around because your leg will naturally move.
and then
Yeah.
out, in, out, in, out. I did it.
Grand battement, which literally is lift your leg, but using a force of like a swing, a bit like a pendulum, right? So move
Okay.
my foot forwards,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then with the momentum of my leg swinging backwards, it will lift it up and elevate it behind me.
And swing back.
Yeah,
Like this.
point your toe backwards, and then bring your foot forwards.
And then back. Oh gosh. Wow. Yes. At what point in this process do we learn like taekwondo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the two could go hand in hand. It's like
I mean,
I feel like the pendulum kick is like a good in for like just battering people.
yeah. And the scissor
Yeah.
kick. You're like,
Yeah. Oh, the lampshade again.
I think Tom and Ben had some weird expectations for.
I feel like they're transferable skills, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if you've got the ability to be that bendy and point your toes that much, then you can be like, a force of nature. Yeah.
I'm just going to talk a little bit about perseverance. Throughout your life, you will come up against things that you won't get right first time. So, for example, like Ben, Tom, and Abby have just done, they didn't necessarily get the moves right first time. And in order to get them right, they had to keep going. So, for example, with some of Ben's, he was like, oh, I think I've got it. But that was only after a couple of him being like, I don't know if this is right. Naturally, with everything, you will have to try a little bit. But if you persevere, eventually you will get to where you want to be. So that might be, I don't know, maths. You might not be very good at maths, and you might have to try a little bit at something to be able to get it right. It might be learning to drive a car. It might be learning how to run or swim, walking. When you were born, you didn't know how to walk, but you do now. People in the Bible as well have had to persevere. You might have heard of someone called Esther. She didn't necessarily have to learn how to do anything, but in order to save her people, she had to persevere with the king. I would highly recommend going and reading that. It's a fairly short book in the Old Testament. Perseverance appears in lots of different ways, and they might not always be in the form of dancing or walking. It might be attempting to get something changed that might be wrong, but actually could be changed to be something right. There is a lot more to a jump than a jump. You will need to bend your knees out towards the side without, a bit like how we did the pliés, yes? So say this is the floor and this is the foot. You'd have to use your toes. I will bend. So I've got a bit of a diamond in my legs.
Okay.
Keeping my back straight. I will then launch myself, point my toes, and land back down again.
Mine's not graceful.
That's fine, we can work on that.
Oh, yeah.
Bit like Abby did. Yes, that was good, Abby. That was brilliant.
Oh.
So like that.
Hidden dragon. Oh, yeah.
Pretend that you're holding a basket.
What kind of
Your
basket?
hands have been clawed. You need to be a circle. You're holding a big round basket. Like that. Yes, Tom, nice.
For real?
Okay. For real, that's good.
It's really heavy.
That's good as well, Ben, yeah. But lower your shoulders. Like that. Yes, perfect.
It's less heavy.
Less heavy. To like an arabesque line for one. And then they come back in when you step back on it. So they step out for the first bit. And then when you come back in, everything comes back down again to that starting position. And then when you slide through for arabesque, your arms still holding the basket, come up in front of you, sort of in line with your belly button. Bit too high. Yeah. And then transfer the weight for an arabesque.
My
bit like that, Ben.
ears are alive with the sound of music.
And then you bring it back with the basket.
To the basket.
Oop. Nearly dropped
And
it.
then-
Go to the wall.
I'm a little teapot.
Bloop,
Yeah.
bloop,
So,
bloop.
and then you sweep down to your leg, and your arm literally just moves down your leg and it extends out. This back arm is a good arm. It's slightly rounded. Yeah,
The
but make
basket.
sure you don't overbend
The
yourself.
basket.
And then
Whoop.
up again. Yeah, and then back to the basket.
Bigger
And then-
basket.
Basket down here.
Holding a basket over my head. Reaching the basket to tip it down into the hole. And then done.
Look at my basket.
Then
Yes, I dropped my basket. Okay, is that right? Holding my
And then
basket
you
while
hold-
high-fiving my friend.
Yes. You hold that position and you run in the direction of your arm in front. So I've got my arm in front here.
La, la, la,
In a
la, la.
circle. Like that. Yeah, perfect. And then you run round.
Ow!
I'm dizzy now.
I high-fived the wall.
I'm dizzy.
Oh gosh,
How many times did you run round?
quite a few times.
Okay, you can stop running around. You just need to run round once. And then face the front again.
And then
And
back
then
to the
arm will
basket.
be- Yeah, hold the basket.
1, 2, 3.
Transfer the weight onto the front foot. And then extend it into arabesque. Without lifting anything off the floor. All the way down that leg that's extended. And up. Like
Look at
that.
the egg.
Then
Wonderful.
up,
And then to the basket.
then up
And then bring your foot back into the basket. Yeah, to the basket.
to the basket.
My foot needs to be in the basket.
No, oh, no, please don't, no.
I've dropped my basket and all of my apples have rolled on all over the ground.
I haven't seen this move in ballet.
So I'm
It's all right, Tom, you can put your foot down, please.
Okay.
yeah,
And
but I
then-
like the running bit. I can do the running bit.
Chasse through with my back leg
Yeah.
into arabesque. Transfer the weight
Yeah.
here. And then all the way down the leg.
Okay.
Damn.
Close. Coupe. Run.
I think I got about one of those bits.
Is it the running bit?
Yeah, yeah. I can do the
Okay.
running bit. Do you want to see me do it?
Yeah, go on then.
Jenny, do you want to see me do the running bit?
Go for it. Okay.
That is a question. What are you supposed to do with your arms in the running bit?
Fly like a bird, like with jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Is that part of ballet?
No, it's more jazz.
Ballet hands?
That where your fingers are like really dainty and kind of floaty.
Or like I've just picked up my nose and I'm trying to get rid of it. That kind of hand.
Sure.
So like the. Ugh.
For my ballet teacher, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry.
Next year I might be at the top of my game in ballet.
You might.
So, who is your ballet teacher?
She's called Natalie.
Hi Natalie.
Right.
Potentially you might be casting me in the starring role for the show next year.
Into an arabesque position. All the way down the leg so that you're open to the audience. Jazz.
I would take the opportunity to wave at my mum, and then they throw all the roses on the stage at that point.
Yes.
I think they're
Yeah.
throwing
Everyone
like,
cheers, everyone's happy, everyone goes home.
I think they're throwing tomatoes at us, mate.
I like tomatoes though.
Extend the front leg with kind of a bend in the knee. And then hop to change. Yeah, but keeping the back leg bent with all your weight on it. And then change and change. And then jump to join the feet. Jump. And if you close then into third as well. And then, yeah, like that, Abby, perfect. And then jump to change once, twice,
Ah,
3 times.
every time. Do you guys want to see my twirl?
Yeah. Do the pirouette. Ah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, bend it through, chasse into arabesque. Transfer the weight. bend all the way down, up, close, and coupe, run all the way round and back to the front, and second side, and 1, 2, through into arabesque, transfer the weight and up, down the leg, close, coupe, run, and into first. And then extend the front foot, bend the knee, all the way on the bent knee, and change, and change, and change, jump into third, and jump, and jump, and jump, and stretch. There we go.
And the crowd goes wild. I'm a black belt now.
Great, so what do you think?
I am now a fully fledged ballet dancer.
Yeah.
I'll be opening my own school next term.
Yep.
It will be a part of Boost. It will be called Ben's Ballet Bounce Around.
Was it worth persevering for?
It was
Yes.
worth it to see your reaction.
We learned a new skill.
I've learnt that I can't bend very well.
Brilliant. Well, I think we've come to the end of our ballet experience. Let us know how we did in the comments.
But be
If
nice.
you'd like to see more of this, let us know. If you'd like to see less of this, also let us know. It was great to see you this week. Have a brilliant week. Bread, love, not germs. See ya.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
Arabesque.